Simple is directly connected, whereas compound is accumulation. First year interest add to the principal money, on that interest is going to be calculated. Even the bank, financial institution based on only compound interest, not on simple interest. They based on compound interest only. A is equal to B, 1 plus R to the power of N. This is the formula. Hello my dear students, I am Dr. B.S. Subramanya, called by name Dr. B.S.S, Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. I am going to hand Quantitative Technique 4th semester, Unit 4, Session 2 of B.B.A in favor of Commercial Arithmetic. In the last session, we already discussed one session about the simple interest and compound interest. We'll move on further problems on simple interest and compound interest, which is a regular feature. The commercial arithmetic is a regular feature of a business. We have to understand what is simple interest. We have to understand what is compound interest. So what is actually difference between simple interest? Simple is directly connected, whereas compound is accumulation. First year interest add to the principal money, on that interest is going to be calculated. In simple interest, only principal money will be calculated. In compound interest, no, principal money plus interest will be added. On that interest will be calculated. So we'll move on to problem now. The compound interest is calculated at regular intervals like annually, yearly, semi-annually, half-yearly, quarterly, once in 3 months, monthly also. It is like reinvesting the interest, whatever the interest we got, income from an investment makes the money grow faster over time. So reinvestment, if you invest about 1 lakh rupees, if we get 1 lakh 10,000, next year we invest 1 lakh 10,000, it moves on. So faster over a time, it is exactly what the compound interest does to the money. Your money will be accumulated such a way that you also imagine how much you got so much money in the 10 years because it is compounded. Banks or any financial organization calculate the amount based on compound interest. Even the bank, financial institution based on only compound interest, not on simple interest. They based on compound interest only. A merchant borrowed 62,500 from a bank. After 2 years, he paid 67,600 in final settlement. Find the compound interest rate. So, what's your principal money you got given? P is equal to 62,500. You introduce how much money? 62,500. So, amounted to how much money now? 67,600 after 2 years. N 2 years. What the what? R is equal to what? Question mark. He wants to know that what would have been the rate. Apply the formula. A is equal to P 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. A is equal to P 1 plus R to the power of N. This is the formula. You have to slowly apply. What is your A? 67,600. What's your principal money? 62,500 into 1 plus rate we don't know, R divided by 100. How many years? 2 years is there. This you have to do it. 67,600 divided by that. So in the next step, no, this is the formula. A is equal to 67,600. P is equal to 62,500. 1 plus R over 100. Next para, you can go that. 67,600. You take this amount here in the bottom. 62,500. What is left over now? 1 plus R over 100 to the power of 2 years. Divide 67,600 divided by 62,500, 1.0816, 1.0816, 1.0816 is equal to 1 plus r over 100, squaring both sides, square of this number, root of squaring both sides. This will go root of 1.086, root of this 1.04, 1.04. What is left over? 1 plus r over 100, or 1 plus r over 100 is equal to 1.04. You take 1 from left side to right side, it becomes negative. R divided by 100, 1.04 minus 1. R divided by 100 is equal to 0.04. Cross multiply, R is equal to 100 into 0.04. R is 100 into 0.04. It works out 4%. So R is equal to this is the method. So what's the steps to follow? Here, steps to follow. Given this is your amount, this is your principal money. What's your principal money? 62,500. After 2 years, it amounts to 67,600. So the difference is the interest in how many years? 2 years. What's the rate? He is asking. I have written A is equal to B, 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. What's your A? 67,600. P, 62,500 into 1 plus R over to the power of N. Next step, what I did, no, I took this amount here, this here, 67,600 divided by 62,500 is equal to 1 plus R over 100. So you divide this, no, it will come 1.0816, 1 plus R over 100. Squaring both sides, root of 1.0816, 1 plus R over 100, root of this square is, we can remove this like this. What's left over? 1.04 is called 1 plus R over 100, or 1 plus R over 100 is equal to 1.04. R over, and you take one positive to negative side, R over 100 is equal to 1.04 minus 1. R divided by 100 is 0.04. By cross multiplying, R is equal to 100 into 0.04 is a 4%. So this will definitely ask in examination. So this is a question they ask. So we'll move on to next one. At what rate compound interest rupees 400 after 2 years will be 441? Same type, given P is equal to 400, given A is equal to 441, N is equal to 2 years, R is equal to what? Same type they ask, examination, apply. So compound interest A is equal to P into 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. What's your A? 441. What's your principal? 400 into 1 plus r over 100 to the power how many years? 2 years. I write the only formula. A is equal to P, 1 plus r over 100 to the power of n. What is your A? 441. Principal is 400. 1 plus r over 100. You take the 400 to bottom. 441 divided by 400. What's left over? 1 plus r over 100 to the power 2. Divide 441 divided by 400. 1.1025. 1.1025. 441 divided by 400. 441 divided by 400. 1.1025. 1 plus r over 100. Squaring both sides. Squaring both sides, right? 1.1025 So in mathematics now we can remove this root of this 1.1025 1.05 is equal to 1 plus r over 100 or 1 plus r over 100 1.05. 1 plus r over 100 is 1.05. You take the one that side, r divided by 100 is equal to 1.05 minus 1. So r divided by 100 is equal to 0.05. So cross multiply, r is equal to 100 into 0.05. So it works out r is equal to 5%. Definite problem. Same time we have done what we have done in the first one. Same time you are doing 441 divided by 400. First divide, find out the value. Then square root, squaring both sides. Do it like this, simple. 1.05 is equal to 1 plus r over 100, or 1 plus r over 100 is 1.05. R over 100 is 1.05 minus 1. R over 100 is 0.05. R is equal to 5%. Hope you understand. So this is another type. A person borrowed for rupees 10,000 for 10 years. So it work out for how many years? 10 years compound interest. If the interest rate is 4% for 2 years, 4.5% for next 3 years, and 5% for 5 years, how much did he pay at the end of the 10 years, he says. So how much invested? 10,000. So A is equal to amount, principal money. First, how many years he got? 1 plus r over 100. So for first year, this is first one, T1 into 1 plus r over 100. This is T2, second year. Then into 1 plus r over 100. This is T3. Slowly we can apply now. A is equal to, what is your principal money? 10,000 into 1 plus, what's the rate you got? 4 divided by 100. How many years? 2 years. Into 1 plus, what's the percentage? 4.5 divided by 100. How many years? 3 years. Into 1 plus rate 5 by 100. How many years? 5 years. So 10,000 into 1 plus 400 to the power of 2 into 1 plus 4.5 to the power 100 to the power of 3 plus 1.5. Slowly we have to go with one by one. First one. A is equal to 10,000. First one. 1. So first is 0.04. So 10,000 is to 1.04 to the power of 2 years. Then second one, 1.045 to the power of how many years? 3 years into 1.05 to the power of 5 years. Very right. 10,000 into 1.04 to the power of 2. 1.04 into 1.04. This is 1.0816 into 1.045. 1.045. How many years? Into 3. 1.045 into 1.045. So 1.11, 1.1412. So 1.05 into 1.05. How many times? 5 times. 2 into 1.05. 3 times into 1.05. 4 times into 1.05. 5 times. This is 1.2762. 1.2763. So multiply all these things. 10,000 into 1.0816, or you can do this. 10,000 1.0816 into 1.1412 into 1.2763. 1.5754. 1.5754 into 10,000. 15,753. So amount 15,754. 7 is the amount. A is equal to 10,000. First year, what I did now, I made it like this. So this is first T1, T2, T3. First year is how much? 2 years, totally 10 years. First 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Then come back here, 10,000, 1.04 whole square, 1.045 whole cube, 1.05 whole cube. So 10,000, 1.0816 for this, 1.1412 for this, 1.2763 for 5. I multiply all, it comes to 1.5754. Multiplied by 10, it is 15,754. This is another method. We'll move on to next one. In how many years? Years they ask. In how many years will rupees 10,000 amount to rupees 11,236 at 6%? Number of years he asking. Given P is equal to 10,000. A is equal to 11,236. R is equal to N naught. How many years? So what's your principal money? 10,000. It amounts to how much money? 11,236. In how many years he is asking? So what's your common formula? A compound A is equal to P 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. This is a regular formula you are going to use. Number of years you know. What's your A? 11,236. What's your principal money? 10,000 into 1 plus, what is your rate? 6 divided by 100 to the power of N. We don't know. 11,236 divided by 10,000. What is left over? 1 plus 6 over 100 to the power of N. 11,236 divided by 10,000. 1.1236. 1.1236 division. Left over is 1.6% means not 6 to the power of N. 6 divided by N. 1.06 to the power of N. So 1.1236. Trial and error. What's this number? No, 6 is there. Just check here. It will come here. 1.06 into 1.06. So square of this. You have to take the trial and error base of this base, make square, cube like this. 2 times, 3 times will come. If you multiply by 2 times, it will come here. See that? 1.06 into 1.06, 1.123, 2 times. 1.06 whole square. This is 1.06 whole square is equal to 1.1236 is equal to 1.06. So when the base are common, indices formula, when the base are common, exponent can be equal. Therefore, n is equal to 2 years. Number of n is equal to 2. Hope you understand. But you must be very careful. You take this now 2 times, 3 times, try that. Are you going to arrive this figure? You find out. If you arrive this figure, so your trial and error basis is correct. Rupees 8,000 amounts to rupees 8,820 in 2 years of compound interest. So in how many years will be? 8,000 becomes 8,220 in 2 years. Find the rate. Principal number of years is not given. So given P is equal to 8,000. A is equal to 8,820. N is equal to 2 years. R is equal to what? Question mark. Common question there. This is from the question paper. A is equal to P 1 plus r over 100 to the power of n. This is formula. What's your amount? 8,820. What's your principal money? 8,000 into 1 plus r we don't know. How many years? 2 years. Simplify this. This first step. Next step. 8,820 divided by 8,000. 1 plus r over 100 to the power of 2. Slowly divide. 8,820 divided by 8,000. 1.1025. 1.1025. 1 plus r over 100 square. Squaring both sides. Squaring both sides. So 1.1025. 1 plus r over 100. Root of this 1.05. Root of this is 1 plus r over 100. Or 1 plus r over 100. 1.05. You take 1 that side. R over 100. 1.05 minus 1. R over 100. 0.05. Cross multiply. R is equal to 100 5. Same type. This is important. A person borrowed 10,000 for 10 years. If the interest is 4% for 2 years, 4.5% for the next 3 years, and 5% for 5 years, how much did he pay at the end of the year? First 2 years, then 3 years, then 5 years. Multiply by r. What I did know, 10,000, 1.04 whole square, 1.045 whole cube, 1.05. So multiply r, what you get. In the first problem also, what we have solved now, 4,000 become 441. Same type we have done. Here, see that 10,000. 10,000 amounts to 11,236. 1.06 whole square. N is equal to 2 years. Because I take 1.6 whole square is equal to 1213. So making the square, N is equal to, when the base are common, exponent can be equated. So here 8,000 become 8,220. P is equal to 8,000. A is equal to 8,820. N is equal to T. R is equal to what? A is equal to P. 1 plus R over 100. I simplify this. It's a 5%. This type of problem, very simple problem they are going to ask. Very, very simple problem they are going to ask. But all the problem will be 1 and 10. But the major idea of the compound interest is, see that I will see the wordings. The compound interest is calculated in regular interval. So we can calculate the compound interest for 1 year, half year, once in 3 months, monthly. Accumulate the interest on that interest. I'll give you an example. If we invest about 1 lakh rupees in the first year, you got 10,000. Second year, it become 1,10,000. Then reinvest 1,10,000 here, not simple interest. What's your amount? 1 lakh. Interest is 10,000, become 1,10,000. Reinvest how much money? 1,10,000. We got another interest of rupees 11,000. It become 1,21,000. I have given a simple example. First year we got 10, second year. So you reinvest how much money? 1,21,000. It will go on like this. So same thing I have done here now. Hope you understand. We have solved about 8 problems. All the 8 problems are easy. Hope you understand. We'll have some more problems in the next session. We already solved so many problems. With our 8 problems has been solved. We'll move on to next time. Another 8 problems you are going to do. So till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.